This one. So good morning to everybody and my pranam to everybody. Here two people are there. One is Jayant Deopujari and other is Vaidya B.S. Prasad, who is sitting over here. And this is a combination of Guru and Shishya. Dr. Prasad, he is in education field since last so many years, and everywhere I find his students. So he is a very well-known guru. And I have many gurus. So I am a permanent Shishya of Ayurveda. And since last 11 years, I am studying, I became a student of Ayurveda education. So this is a combination of Guru and Shishya, and he has a lot to contribute in the education, and he has already contributed. So here is our presentation. So there is a question mark, 25 years to go, and you must be surprised to see the question mark, because since last one and a half year we are working for 2020, and the minimum standard of 2030, because the new batch will face the world in 2030, those who have admitted in 2021. So we have already started working on that. Our minimum standard of education regulation is focusing on that. Our new syllabus is focusing on 2030. And so we have only 17 years to go. That is what our understanding is. But after hearing so many things, there are many things to add in your thinking. And as you are aware, we are the regulators. We have to implement these ideas. So we are always trying to make our best. The factors influencing future we must see, because when we talk about the future, source of energy is most important. And the very small example I always used to give is, after invention of this light, our time to go to sleep 3 घंटे आगे चला गया. And because of that, the problem with Ayurveda is, but still now we are talking about Brahme Murte Uttishte. And our student, ये जब याद करता है वो रात को 12 बजे याद करता है. That is the irony. So this source of energy is very important. We cannot ignore it. It has increased the speed of our vehicles. So Purovat Sevan becomes very important. Those who understand Ayurveda, they can understand. So the concept of Purovat Sevan with Rath, Ghoda, Hathi has changed because of this source of energy. So many things in our life changes with this source of energy. That is the most important thing when we think about the future. Demand of the society, that is the most thing, because society is a living organism. And वो क्या सोचता है और कैसे डिसीजन लेता है अपने को भी समझना पड़ता है, तो we are part of that. The best example is society deciding not to go for engineering. Right from a farmer to an industrialist, they decided not to go for engineering, and so many engineering seats remained vacant, and so many engineering colleges they closed. And we face the music. In last 2 years, we have 164 new applications for Ayurveda college from this all closed engineering college. So society is a very powerful thing. Advances in science and technology. Sir was talking very fantastically about so many things just before me, and the global scenario. Because what is the position of Ayurveda now? It is because of the, many times I think that it is because of the global pressure, global scenario. So these are the things which we have to do. Future could not be one. There could be alternate futures. हम आज यहाँ बैठ के 2047 के बारे में सोच रहे, तो ये जरूरी नहीं कि एक ही लाइन होगा. There could be 4 lines. And that's why whatever we are planning or whatever we should plan, the possibility of alternate future should always, we should keep it in my mind. And for that flexibility in application and non-fixedness in idea, that is the most important thing. That is what we learn from our experience. Speed of development versus speed of time is very important, because speed of time is constant. But the speed of development, varies from time to time. So when we think about 25 years or 17 years or 10 years, we must consider what could be the speed of development, and it may vary with the knowledge, and it may vary with the application of the knowledge. So now just we were thinking about artificial intelligence, we were hearing everything. Today's innovation could be tomorrow's tradition. तो ये हमको हमेशा ध्यान में रखना चाहिए कि वी थिंक दिस इज फैंटास्टिक आइडिया. After a few years, it becomes a tradition, and then again question comes: what is the innovation at that time? So these are the things. So speed of development versus speed of time, we must always consider while thinking the future. Where lies the soul of Ayurveda? Because we always think this is a very short thing, this is a very big subject, but I am putting it in a nutshell. Questioning. हमारी संहिताओं को आप देखिए, दे स्टार्ट्स विथ क्वेश्चन. सो क्वेश्चनिंग इज अवर सोल. Questioning is our soul of our knowledge system. I think it is the soul of Indian knowledge system. सभी इसमें प्रश्न पूछकर ही शुरुआत होती है. Progressive unfoldment of knowledge, that is another thing. I will show you at the last what is the difference between the progressive unfoldment of knowledge and the stepwise going upward. Oneness of everything, that is our soul. अभी ये वन हेल्थ की जो बात हो रही है वो तो उससे भी हम थोड़ा सा आगे ही है. बिकॉज अवर मेडिसिन दे आर ऑल्सो डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम दैट नेचर. दे आर नॉट डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द केमिकल्स. सम केमिकल मेडिसिन आर देयर बट दे आर वेरी फ्यू. Our main source is also from nature. So oneness with everything is most important, and horizontal teaching is also our soul. Now the system is vertical. हम लोग 10वीं से 12वीं में जाते, 12वीं से फर्स्ट ईयर में, फिर ऐसा करते करते 5 साल में ग्रेजुएट होते, 3 साल में दिस. इफ यू सी द संहिता, दे गो हॉरिजॉन्टली. And because of their structure of this horizontal, because of the horizontal structure of our samhitas, this progressive unfoldment is possible. It is possible only when the horizontal teaching is there. Then the practice, this is about pedagogy, this is about practice. Oneness with nature in letter and spirit, that is important, I need not explain it. Tridosh, Panchamahabhut, all these siddhantas we cannot change. Priority to swastha vrutta, that is our soul of our practice, not the medical practice. And ethics. Ethics के बारे में I will give you a very simple example. Our Sanhitas don't talk much about ethics. They give only one example, Putravat Acharet. That is the order for a Vaidya, that you behave with a patient as if he is your child. Once he become my child, for sending him to X-ray, I could not ask commission. Very one thing. मैं मेरे बच्चे के लिए तो मैं वो रेडियोलॉजिस्ट से कमीशन मांग ही नहीं सकता. दे डोंट टॉक मच. वो बहुत सिंपल लाइन में उसने खत्म कर दिया है. दे डोंट टॉक मच अबाउट एथिक्स. एक सिंपल लाइन में बोल दिया कि अपने बच्चे जैसा पालो. ऑल एथिक्स कम्स अंडर दैट. सो दिस इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ वेयर लाइज द सोल ऑफ आयुर्वेद. Then where do Ayurveda education stands today? So existing MSc, we are focusing at 2030. It is aligned with national education policy. The proportion of theory to activity based learning we have made 1:2. 1 घंटा क्लास लेंगे तो वो जो पढ़ाएंगे वो 2 घंटा वापरना कैसे ये पढ़ाना है आपको. So for that we have created the things. 3,000 teachers of first professional are trained for medical education technology. This was a very difficult task for us, but we did it. Introduce edutainment, library hours, recreation, and physical education in regular timetable. We have carved the time for all these activities. Introduced advanced assessment methodologies. Define methodology for incorporating scientific and technological advances and removing outdated contents from time to time. This will be a continuous process. क्योंकि जो नया आता है वो जैसे मैंने बताया, टुडेज इनोवेशन इज टुमारोज ट्रेडिशन, आउटडेटेड हो गया, निकालने की कोई व्यवस्था होनी चाहिए. वो हम लोगों ने हमारे MSE में खड़ी की है. एंड इंट्रोड्यूस इलेक्टिव कोर्सेज फॉर मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच. देयर विल बी 2 पार्ट, वन मेन कोर्स एंड इलेक्टिव्स. इलेक्टिव्स में वो अपने मन का कुछ भी पढ़ सकता है, एंड जो सर्टिफिकेट जनरेट होगा उसके आधार पर उसको मार्क भी हम लोग देंगे. सो दैट प्रोविजन वी हैव मेड एंड वी हैव स्टार्टेड इम्प्लीमेंटिंग दैट. दीज आर द अपकमिंग चैलेंजेस. जीरो फेल्यूर सिंक इज अवर वेरी बिग चैलेंज. हमारे राम मनोहर जी ने भी उसको एक्सप्लेन किया है कि बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन वी डोंट हैव फेल्यूर. So that's why our failure number is 0. We discuss only success stories. We never discuss about failures because we don't do experiments. And investment in failure in all respect is 0. It is not only money which we invest in the field. It is the scholarship which we invest. It is the experimentation which we invest. And everywhere we don't have any failure. That is the very big problem for us. So nobody tries to create a shloka for pizza and says that this is not applicable to that and this is a failure. Everybody says yes, it is a great because we more rely on our available bank balance and we are not going to add anything. How much technology does Ayurveda need is another question which we are facing. We get driven away by the technology, and today adoption of technology is by compulsion, not by choice. And are we ready to accept robot as a teacher in our sector? That is the very simple question. I will give another example of this. Sir is there, sorry to say. See, like Ayurveda, you can compare with the Carnatic music, traditional Carnatic music. अब वो जो इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन है म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स उसमें तो बहुत एडवांसेस हो गए इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के कारण में. ये जो ट्रेडिशनल गायक है वो कितने ऑर्केस्ट्रा को इस्तेमाल करेगा, ही हैज टू डिसाइड. Technology is available, but when he starts singing Carnatic music or traditional Hindustani music, तो उसने कितने इंस्ट्रूमेंट इस्तेमाल करने, he has to decide. Like that, Ayurveda has to decide either today or tomorrow how much technology does Ayurveda need. It is like Tolstoy's question: how much land does a man need? It is like that. Knowledge poverty is another problem. Our UG educational structure is information based. Our PG education is one step ahead with some flavor of research, etc. We are using Pallavagrahi Buddhi. We are not going Moolagrahi. There are two types of Buddhis in Indian knowledge system. One is Pallavagrahi and other is Moolagrahi. We are not using that. And for allopathy, parallel system for information and knowledge exists in the field of Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, this system doesn't exist. That is our problem. And absence of Ayurveda paramedical courses is another problem. The way forward, establishment of Human Resource Development Center, 360 degrees approach that we have decided, and we are working on that. Planning for textbook with periodical edition. Development of virtual reality, augmented reality teaching content is going on. Implement classical teaching methods like Charaka Vada Marga in regular teaching. That is what, because it is based on question. एक पूर्व पक्ष रहता है, एक उत्तर पक्ष रहता है और एक वितंडा रहता है. And we did 3 experiments on that recently. Sir has conducted, Guru has conducted, and with a fantastic result. And transformation from vertical teaching to integrated modular or horizontal teaching, and development of demonstrative techniques for fundamental principles of Ayurveda like Pancha Mahabhuta, etc. This is a proposed multi-level certification program. This is based on the new education policy, at what level which certification we can give and how we can proceed forward. Like that, there is no time to explain. And to re-establish the process of progressive unfoldment of knowledge is our challenge. This is the system which you are seeing at left side. That is step by step we are going. This is basically a Western type of education system. And right side, this is progressive unfoldment. ये सामने कहाँ तक, जहाँ तक रहता है वो खड़ा, वहाँ तक उसका नॉलेज पक्का रहता है. Right from you people to a very vidwan theoretician in Ayurveda. So these two things we want to establish that, and we don't accept this type of hierarchy. That blue is NCISM. We don't accept that, and everybody coming down. We accept this. For us, this is the right, and for which we are recently we launched a thought experiment, and we sent to all teachers. Now we are going to send it to all these researchers, and then to practitioners, and then to students. So we want input from everything. So thank you very much, and thank you for patiently hearing. And those who are here, my humble pranams to all. Namaskar, dhanyavad.